And your Baba Fancy Kenkey. Guys, I think Fancy Kenkey is one of the most underrated Ghanaian meals or Ghanaian staple food. Like, it tastes so good, especially when you blend it or eat it with shito and pepper. So today we are going to make very authentic Fancy Kenkey, and we're also going to learn some do's and don'ts and some things that makes this different from Ghana Kenkey. Okay, so I paired mine with some shito and some fish, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so let's get started. Now, first thing you need to know is Fancy Kenkey is made with corn dough. Nothing else is added. The authentic Fancy Kenkey, we don't add any cassava dough or anything else, just corn dough. So I'm going to take 3 equal parts of corn dough. So I'm using 3 equal bowls here, and I'm going to put 1 into my saucepan and make my AFLATA. So the other 2 will be used later. So you're going to add in a bowl of water or 3 to 4 cups of water into your corn dough and make your AFLATA. The AFLATA is basically BANKU, and AFLATA is a Ghana term. I don't know what the Fancies call it in their language, but then it's basically making your BANKU for your Fancy Kenkey. Okay, now your AFLATA needs to be very soft because that is what will determine how soft your Fancy Kenkey will be. Okay, now you're going to just stir it, put it on fire. No salt is added to Fancy Kenkey. However, for Ghana Kenkey, you can add salt to it. There's another type that the Ghans do where they wrap it in plantain leaves like this, and for that they add salt. But for Fancy Kenkey, we're not adding salt. Now you're going to just stir your AFLATA or your corn dough porridge so it becomes very thick. Okay, don't be scared when it starts becoming like this. Just continue to stir it till it becomes thick. You can add some water if you want your AFLATA to be very soft. I know some people that make their AFLATA very, very soft because they like very soft Fancy Kenkey. You can do that. However, I want to stick to my measurements, so we're doing this instead. So count AFLATA na very soft na thick kakra. Now when we say AFLATA na ready. It doesn't take so long to make your AFLATA. Within 15 minutes, it should be ready, because you're going to cook the kenkey itself, so there is no need to cook this for long. But then it needs to be very soft like this. Just like this, I would say, yes, soft. That means your kenkey is going to be very, very soft and nice. This is the same kenkey method as well. Same method. You make your AFLATA, then you add it to the other parts of corn dough. Okay, so it's the same. Now that our AFLATA is ready, you're going to transfer it into a bowl. Everything should go into your bowl. Don't even leave anything in the saucepan. Now add the 2 other parts of the corn dough that we left earlier. Okay, so you're going to add all into your bowl and then carefully combine this. It's better to use your hands to do this. You can see that I was wearing my gloves, but I had to take it off because I wanted to mix it well and it was sticking on the gloves. So I'm using my bare hand that I've washed very well to mix everything like this. You can go ahead and use anything to mix if you don't want to use your hands, but it's better using your hands because that way you know that you're mixing it properly. Okay, at this point you can even add a little water to it because you want to get a very soft consistency. That's fine, it doesn't stop you. Soft like this because you want that soft Fancy Kenkey. And this is ready. Now we're going to go ahead and wrap it. For Fancy Kenkey, we wrap it in plantain leaves or banana leaves, nothing else. Once you wrap it in something else, you're making something else, not Fancy Kenkey. Now I'm just going to add in some of the kenkey to your plantain leaves at the end of it, and then you're going to wrap it like this to the end. Take it off, and then you're going to push the ends inside it like this. That is how we wrap it. Okay, there are other methods, but this is how the Fancies make it. So you are going to do exactly this. Okay, now do same for the other side as well, and then your Fancy Kenkey is ready. We have the long one and we have the short one. Let me show you how to make the short one. For the short one, your leaves must be shorter. Okay, now just going to put some of that kenkey on the plantain or the banana leaves and then wrap it at the ends, from the ends to the top, just like this. You're going to wrap it and then take the ends and fold it inside like this. You see, the leaves were shorter, so it will make your kenkey shorter. So you have the long type and the short type. Any type that you want, you can go for it. Okay, now don't waste time on the wrapping. It's very easy. Don't waste time at all. You need to be fast with it because there is a lot of kenkey that you have to wrap, and this is what we have, guys. Now going to the cooking method. For the cooking method, you want to get a saucepan and then put some of that plantain leaves inside it. This is to prevent it from burning because you're going to cook it for about 5 to 6 hours. So you need to add some leaves to the end so that it can soak the water in it. Okay, and also prevents it from burning. Okay, now I'm going to put in your Fante Kenkey that you've wrapped inside it, and then cover it with more of the plantain leaves. You know what this does? This actually gives it the authentic Fante Kenkey taste. Okay, the plantain leaves goes into the Kenkey and it has that authentic Fante Kenkey taste that we all like, and this one makes it different from Gar Kenkey. Now Gar Kenkey is covered in corn husk, so it makes it taste different. Now going to add in enough water, guys. The water you have to keep adding when you're cooking it. You have to be checking it and adding enough water, because it is the water that cooks or steams the Kenkey. Okay, so water is very much needed here. Instead of using rubber, I'm using this parchment paper to cover it. At the end of the day, I'm going to remove it because the number of times you're going to check on this Kenkey, it's not easy. So you need to keep adding water as you are checking it, and that I didn't take videos of it. Okay, so you just have to do that yourself. I know, I trust you can do it. Now after 5 to 6 hours of cooking, guys, my Fante Kenkey is ready. I could smell the plantain leaves at this point. It was so good. It was so soft already, and I just couldn't wait to take it off to see the end results of it, guys. And this is what we have, guys. Your Fante Kenkey, no, I've been so cool. My fancies, how do you say this in fancy? Now I took it off and it was perfect, guys. I was excited because I wanted this softness. You know, the texture was perfect. It was soft. It was good. It tasted so good, and I can't wait to try this again. And at this point, I'm going to be making my own Fante Kenkey because I don't want that breaky Kenkey. No. So I paired mine with some hot pepper, and I made my fish a can me shito maybe biala. If that's to be fancy. And I added in some onions, and I really enjoyed it, guys. I was excited about it. For your first time, it might be a little bit difficult, but don't be worried. It's going to taste good, okay, when you practice it more. Please let me know if you are going to try this recipe, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.